Well, Tata Tech is going to come out with its IPO, and of course there's a lot of confusion as to what does the company do, how is it different from Tata Elxsi and Tata Consultancy, given the fact all of these are coming in from the house of Tatas. Let me try and break it down for you. First up, yes, there are a lot of similarities when it comes to Tata Tech as well as Tata Elxsi, because both cater to automotive industries to a huge extent. Both are there in the ER&D segment, which is a bit of a niche area, and there are a few overlaps in terms of body engineering as well as the other services that the companies offer. But there are some distinctions as well. Let me just first run you through in terms of what are the similarities. Both of the companies were formed around 1989. The headcount is similar between 11,000 to 12,000 people. The revenue profile of both the companies is around 3,000 crore to 4,000 crores, and the profitability is somewhere between 5 to 700 odd crores. So the size and scale is quite similar of the two companies. And even if you look at the service lines, body engineering is one space where both the companies are present. Even electrification and industry 4.0 is something both the company caters to. But then what are the differential? Well, the differential is that Tata Elxsi is a lot more into ADAS and the software that goes into the passenger vehicles or EV vehicles for that instance, while Tata Tech is also a lot in terms of the manufacturing, manufacturing digitization and the overall setup which is needed in terms of concept making and the other details that go as far as the manufacturing is concerned. If you look at the various industries, yes, both of the industries have quite a bit of exposure to automotive, but it's clearly very large for Tata Tech because 75% of the total revenue comes from automotive, while for Tata Elxsi only 45% of the revenue comes from almost transport. In fact, for Tata Elxsi, they also have diversified revenue profile, because media and communication forms almost another 40% of their business. They also cater to healthcare and life science, which is very actually minimal when it compares to Tata Tech. For Tata Tech, 75% of the business, as I pointed out, comes from auto, 10% actually comes from aerospace as well. And aerospace is one vertical where Tata Elxsi is not much present. So there's another differentiation that is coming in there. In terms of geographical breakup as well, while for Tata Tech only 20% of the business comes from US, for Tata Elxsi almost 40% of the revenue comes from North America. India is at 17% for Tata Elxsi, while it is 30% for Tata Tech. And even if you look at the valuations, there is quite a bit of differential there, because while Tata Elxsi trades at 55-60 times forward earnings, Tata Tech is only coming in at around 20-25 times. So there's a huge differential in terms of the overall valuation as well. So let's see how the Tata Tech IPO performs. But for now, this is the differentiation, and of course TCS is the big daddy of sorts of all of these companies, because they have their exposure to a lot of industries. BFSI is one of the biggest ones for them rather than automotive, and of course the presence in North America is highest, but they are into other streams as well, right from cloud to digital to what's happening in AI. So Tata Consultancy is of course a lot bigger with the headcount count of almost 6 lakh employees, but Tata Tech, Tata Elxsi do have some overlaps.